Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new collection video. Today we'll be checking out the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards Ultimate Detailed Figures. Stay tuned. Just before I start this video guys, I need to give a great shout out to the guy that sent me these figures. This has to be this is the fastest delivery service I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, long story short, I've seen these figures on eBay. They're very hard to get, they're very expensive, they're very rare, and I've had my eye on them for years and years, but just couldn't get them at a reasonable price, didn't want to pay the price. I couldn't get them together. I could only find one at like over 200 and so, and I could find the other at over 300. It was crazy prices, and I wasn't going to pay that for it. And yet, boom, I seen them last week on eBay, going for a bid which was too good to pass on. The starting bid anyway was really good. And I thought to myself, no way is that going to last, no way is that going to be there by the end of the 5 days. That they're going to have high bids on it for sure. The last 3 days there's been nothing. I've had my eye on it last night, nothing. Had my eye on it this morning and nothing. And by 7:30 tonight the bid ended. And just before the bid ended, I saw a bid for the last 2 minutes of the bid, and then I seen another bid with the last 50 seconds, and then just before that I put my bid in. Thought to myself, no chance, because one, you don't know how high they've bid it, what the price has been, and I thought to myself, no way am I going to win this. And just as I thought wrong, boom, I'm the highest bidder. Not only that, at let's see the time, 10 minutes should I say before I shot this video, which would actually be about 10 to 8, I got a knock on the door, and it was a lady shouting my name and asking me if I'd bought something on eBay. I said, yeah, sure. She says my husband my husband told me to give you this, and then just walked away. Now, I've had a wee peek in from the back, and it's the figures. It's basically what I've ordered. Now, I have never seen it this before, but then I looked on eBay and realised that the address was my home address. So the person literally stayed down the road from me. It's the fastest, that's what I'm saying, it's the fastest delivery service I've ever seen. I did not know about this. You know, I had seen the address 5 days ago, but then I did look into it in Google. When you hit the address, sometimes it takes you to the location. You know, some places have the same name, so I generally, it showed me someplace else, someplace like in Italy or something, and I thought to myself, oh well, it's a long shot. But boom, they're here, and I've just paid for them about less than an hour ago. So I'm going to dive into this video, and let's get these figures out of the box and have a look at them, shall we? And here they are, guys. Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, and this is by Ultimate Detailed Figure. I believe that's the name of the company. I remember seeing the Mick Jagger back when it was released in Forbidden Planet, and never ever picked it up. I like Rolling Stones. I've always liked Rolling Stones. You know, am I a huge fan of them? Maybe not a huge fan, not like Queen or obviously the Doors and things like that. But they're not that far away from me, for sure. I like some of their songs and that, and just to get these rare, very rare pieces in the collection is just wow. And as fast as I say the delivery has been, I'll never get a delivery service like that again unless I order from the same guy or somebody. I think that was the fastest I'll ever get. Anyway, So the figures have been out for years. They're a lot pricey. Ultimate Detailed Figure is a company I'm not really that familiar with, so I can't go into all the details. But one thing I will point out is I don't think these figures have any articulation whatsoever. I think Ultimate Detailed Figure is the same company that did Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, which I do have the two Elvira figures, the deluxe and the regular version, and they don't come with much articulation. So I'll have to double check that, but I'm sure Elvira is. So I think that's the only figure I do have from Ultimate Detail. Anyway, guys, let's have a look at these. So have a look at the Mick Jagger first. As you can see, it doesn't come with anything extra, and there's not much articulation. I think the head is stuck like that. I think that's the pose that he's in, and that's the end of it. But he does come with a wee stand, which is a nice touch. And I mean, at the end of the day, I don't bother posing my figures. I mean, I'll pose them if need be, like if I prefer them. But I'm not too fussed, guys. I just have them on display, and I normally leave them there. So until I get bored and sell them. And of course, here's the picture of the back, and all the lines there. So yeah, normally they do have like also you could get which I'm surprised they don't have, like Keith Richards. So yeah, wondering about that. And we'll have a look at Keith Richards, which is pretty much the same kind of idea. He comes with a, maybe not. I thought he'd come with a stand. Maybe he stands perfectly on his own. Maybe doesn't need the stand. But detail looks pretty good. And of course, Rolling Stones, Keith Richards, and that. So yeah, guys, I will get these figures out and open them. We'll have a real deep dive into them. And here they are, guys, out of the packaging, and ready for display, really. So a quick review, not a lot to discuss over the details of this figure or these figures. There's no extras, don't come with a lot, so you can see why I didn't justify spending the money that I saw for them originally, with the high prices that they are. But as for collecting the music figures as I am at the moment, for my music display, there are ones that I always wanted to get. So let's have a look, shall we? The only extra accessory it comes with is Mick Jagger, and he comes with a wee stand. That's it. There's no microphones, there's no anything else. What you see is basically what you get, and that's why, I mean, they're pricey. It must be the company, it must be, I don't know, to get maybe Mick Jagger's likeness rights, who knows. But let's have a look at Mick Jagger, shall we? So the figure is pretty much a solid piece, kind of more of a plastic material. The detail of the jacket's pretty good. You see he's got his wee cross. And it's just like the Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, where she's just posed in that one position. He's the same, more of a statuesque kind of figure, as I'd like to call him. Paint job's pretty good. This is why I really like figures, well, certain figures. I've always wanted to be an art. I liked art in my life when I was a young boy, and I always wanted to do something with it. And I'd love to have been something like this, or working kind of Hot Toys, that kind of thing, where you capture somebody's likeness, the iconic likeness, and I've always dreamed about doing something. That's probably why I guess this is why I like figures so much, or certain figures. But looks like Mick Jagger. He's got the lips. So, and of course the paint job in the hair is pretty awesome. So also got that from the sides. Also got a kind of Freddie Mercury, kind of like young Freddie Mercury. It's pretty cool from the side behind his long hair. One thing about the Queen figures, the neck, I wish they kind of released like a Brian May, sort of like this, to go with it, that sort of thing, which would have been pretty cool. But we got Mick Jagger. If we'll stand up, let's look at his shoes. Shoes are pretty good. Mick Jagger there. Oh. You can see why they gave you the stand. He just doesn't stand very well on his own. No, I don't think this figure stands well on his own. There we go. And Keith Richards. Pretty good. Same guitar, solid piece. Strap. Paint job around there, around his boots, his shoes, and guitar. Very, very good. I'm more glad that I've got these. I went for this bid. I've never seen the two of them together for quite some time. They're very rare, as I say. Even to get them separate is quite rare. I was going to just go for Mick Jagger and not bother with Keith Richards, but now that I got this as a set, I'm very, very pleased, and it's the happiest figure collection I've had for a while. Anyway, guys, I will leave it at that because there's not much more to say about this. Leave a comment below. Maybe you're a Rolling Stones fan. Have you got these figures? Are you trying to look for them? Let me know, guys, in the comments below. Thank you very much, I'll say, for watching this collection video. There will be more music figures and that coming in the future. I'm planning to get a lot more. It's always been something in the forefront of my mind. Something to go with my Freddie Mercury. I now have Jim Morrison. I do have John Lennon, and I've got a couple more that I want in the works, going to be released to you guys soon, that you'll get to see. All in good time. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. Till the next collection video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.